Welcome again, my dear students. This video is for class 6 student, and this one is for the topic changes around us. So at first, what is change? Actually, change is one universal process, because nothing in our universe which do not undergoes any kind of change, because time and changing, these two are interconnected, because all things undergoes change with respect to time, or we can say that we have fill of time due to a change. If there is no changes around us, then we can't identify or can't fill the time also. So changes is one universal process which cannot be stopped by any forces or any kind of force. So आप कुछ भी आप अप्लाई कर लो, बट चेंज को रोका नहीं जा सकता है. इट्स वन यूनिवर्सल प्रोसेस. सो ये पूरे ब्रह्मांड में होता है. इस पूरे यूनिवर्स में कोई भी चीज़ ऐसा नहीं है जो परमानेंट हो. नथिंग इज परमानेंट इन आवर यूनिवर्स. इवन आवर sun is also not permanent. Our earth is also not permanent. We are not permanent. Our buildings, nothing is permanent. All these things undergoes change with respect to time. So समय जैसे जैसे आगे बीतता जाएगा, चीज़ें भी उसी अनुपात में बदलती जाती हैं. कोई भी चीज़ परमानेंट नहीं होता है. और इसी चीज़ को हम लोग यहाँ पे इस टॉपिक पर्टिकुलरली चेंजेस अराउंड अस में यहाँ पे डिस्कस करने वाले हैं. कुछ एक सिंपल एग्जांपल्स जो कि हमारे सराउंडिंग्स में होते हैं, उस टाइप के चेंजेस, लाइक चेंज इन वेदर. सो जो मौसम में परिवर्तन होता है, दैट्स वन ऑल्सो वन चेंज. वी ऑब्जर्व इट, वी फील इट इन चेंजेस इन वेदर. लाइक दिस टाइम इज़ वन रेनी सीजन, सो आफ्टर इट जस्ट कोल्ड टाइम आ जाएगा. फिर आप देखोगे कि गर्मी का समय आ जाता है, हॉट वेदर हो जाता है. सो इट्स वन सर्कल and just changes from one form to another form with respect to time. जैसे जैसे समय बदलता है, वैसे वैसे ये बदलाव होता चला जाता है. The second one, alteration of day and night. So day, दिन के बाद रात आना, रात के बाद फिर से दिन का होना. So it's one also one change. Now cooking of food. So raw food consists all type of materials, but these materials are not perfect for us or not perfect for our consumption. We cannot consume it. So if we cooked, then their complexes, their compound becomes normal, or they degrade and form shorter hydrocarbons which are easy to digest. So we just cook the food, and if we cook the food, then it undergoes a change, and that change must be a kind of chemical change, because in cooking, chemical formula of the substances get changed and a new product is formed here. So that's one a type of chemical change. Now the next one is spoilage of food. If we take a food for a long time, then the oil or fat present in that food react with oxygen or moisture present in our atmosphere and converted into some volatile materials. This volatile, it means those materials which just escape the surface in by supply of little amount of energy. It means their boiling point is very low. So such materials are known as volatile material. When food items left for a long time, then the oil or fat present in food materials exposed with oxygen and moisture present in our atmosphere and converted into some volatile, their fat and oils converted into some volatile materials, and these volatile materials have bad smelling compounds. These are basically aldehyde and ketone. So these bad smelling compounds are known as either aldehyde. These are either aldehyde. So this one is one hydrocarbon, that is aldehyde or ketone. So when food materials left for a long time, then their oil or fat react with oxygen and moisture present in our surrounding and undergoes a chemical change, and they form volatile materials. These are short chain aldehyde and ketone. These short chain aldehyde and ketones are bad smelling compound. So one bad smell coming out from the food if we left the food for a long time. Now that this one is one example of change, because in this one material just converted into their another form. So changes is one universal process in which any material, anything or any bodies just convert their form after some time or with respect to time. Basically in changing, either shape of the material will change, or their size will change, or their position will change, or their color will change, or their state will change, or their internal structure will change. If we talk here internal structure, it means their molecular structure. Like when spoilage of food items were kept for long time, then it oil and fat converted into short chain aldehyde and ketone. So here internal structure of the compound undergoes change. Now the next example is rusting of iron. So rusting of iron is also one type of change, because rusting of iron, one iron piece converted into rust after some time. So iron, all of you know about iron, chemical formula of iron. Actually iron is one element, so their symbol is Fe, and when Fe react with oxygen and also moisture, it means water vapor, so it converted into rust. That's one stable complex of iron, that is Fe2O3.XH2O. Here XH2O represent water molecules attached with ferric oxide. So iron oxide के साथ जो number of water molecules attached हैं, इनको यहाँ पे मैंने XH2O के form में लिखा है, and this one is the chemical formula of rust. So rusting of iron is also one chemical change, because in this change, internal structure of material will undergoes change. Internal structure how? So in a piece of iron atoms join together by metallic forces and form one rigid structure. That crystalline structure is iron, and iron is very strong, very hard, also very hard. But when it undergoes change with oxygen and moisture, then it form rust. That rust is not strong like iron, because here iron just change their internal structure. In iron atoms join together in a crystalline structure. That crystalline structure is very strong or very hard, but when it react with oxygen and water, then it form hydrated iron oxide, that is known as rust. And that rust, there is no force of attraction between two molecules of rust or two particles of rust. So these rust particles just escape the surface of the material or escape the surface of the metal. So in this change, basically internal structure of the material undergoes change. Now the next one is burning of fuel or paper or any kind of material which burn. It means when we apply a flow of air and also provide some energy, that is ignition temperature, so it undergoes a change and form their corresponding oxide, because combustion is a type of oxidation reaction where oxygen is very needed for combustion. So if any material or any object or any bodies undergoes combustion, then it must oxidized in the presence of oxygen. It means that oxygen is one essential condition for burning. So burning of fuel, burning of paper, etc., all of these are type of chemical change, and also it is irreversible change because it cannot be reversed, and in this change internal structure of the material undergoes change. For example, if we burn a piece of magnesium, then it react with oxygen and burn in the presence of oxygen, and it burn by sparking. So magnesium oxide is formed here. So one new material is formed. It means internal structure of the material undergoes change. So such type of changes are also a type of chemical change, because in this change a new product is formed, and also internal structure of magnesium oxide is completely different from magnesium, and this one is burning. Now if we burn a piece of coal in presence of little supply of oxygen, then it form carbon monoxide. And if we supply of oxygen is more and more, agar aap zyada karte ho, it means excess supply of oxygen is applicable, then here carbon dioxide is formed. And in both of these cases, either formation of carbon monoxide and dioxide, it also release heat energy during combustion. So burning of a fuel, burning of a paper, all of these are type of change, because in this material just attain a new form or new state or new internal structure. So burning of anything, it is not only fuel and paper, so burning of anything is count as must be a type of change. Now germination of seed This one also one type of change, because a seed is very small in shape and size, but when it comes in contact with moisture and soil, then it germinated and form a small plant. That small plant after some time converted into a large tree which grow and form flowers or fruits. So it's a type of change, because their primary form and their secondary form both are completely different from each other. So this one is also a type of change. Germination of seed, like flowering of plant, is also one type of change. Producing babies, so all not only humans but all living bodies or living animals produce their own babies. So some animals producing their own babies while some on लाइंग एग्स. तो कुछ ऐसे भी एनिमल्स हैं जो अंडे देते हैं, बस अंडे से फिर उनके बेबीज बाहर आते हैं. कुछ ऐसे एनिमल्स होते हैं लाइक ह्यूमंस, लाइक अदर काउ, लाइक बैफेलोस, लाइक पिग, गॉट. ऑल दिस, ये क्या होता है कि इनका डायरेक्ट बेबीज होते हैं. तो ये दीज आर ऑल्सो अ टाइप ऑफ चेंज, बिकॉज ये जो जो भी उनके पेरेंट्स हैं, जो उनके मदर फादर, दीज आर टू, एंड दे प्रोड्यूस वन न्यू यंग विच इज़ जो पहले से वहाँ अवेलेबल नहीं था, बट वो एक न्यू थिंग्स है जो जनरेट हुआ है. तो इस तरह दिस वन ऑल्सो अ टाइप ऑफ चेंज हियर, दैट इज प्रोड्यूसिंग ऑफ बेबीज. नाउ मूवमेंट ऑफ थिंग्स is also one type of change, like our earth move around the sun. So in 365 days and 6 hours, just it complete one revolution of the sun. So our earth just complete one revolution under 365 days and 6 hours. So movement of things is also a type of change. Now rotation of earth around the earth and other planets also. So not only earth but other planets जो भी हैं जो सन के चारों तरफ रिवॉल्व कर रहे हैं, these are also a type of change. Earth also spin on their axis, that's one also one change. Our sun also rotate or also move around the center of our galaxy, that is Milky Way galaxy. So in the center of our galaxy, Milky Way galaxy, one black hole is there, and our sun revolved around that black hole. So sun is also not fixed or not permanent. It also change their position after time. So after a certain interval of time, our sun also change their position. So if we think that our galaxy is stable, so actually it's not happen. So our galaxy also rotate along with their center. So their center consists one heavy mass, that is black hole, and उसके चारों तरफ जो stars हैं वो उनके चारों तरफ movement उनका हो रहा है. That galaxy is also not permanent. That galaxy also move from one place to another. So अभी हम लोगों ने जो हबल टेलीस्कोप जो हम लोगों ने भेजा हुआ है, उससे ये पता चलता है कि हमारे जो स्पेस में जो डिफरेंट गैलेक्सीज हैं, उन गैलेक्सीज, कई ऐसे गैलेक्सीज हैं जिनके बीच का डिस्टेंस जो है वो बढ़ रहा है. तो कुछ ऐसे भी गैलेक्सीज हैं जिनके दूर का बीच का जो डिस्टेंस है वो कम हो रहा है टाइम के साथ. So after a long time they collide each other or they separated by a vast distance. So दोनों में से कोई भी कंडीशन हो सकता है. इट मीन्स गैलेक्सीज आर ऑल्सो नॉट परमानेंट. वो भी अपने पोजीशन को चेंज कर रही हैं. सो चेंज इन पोजीशन, सो अपने पोजीशन को चेंज कर रहा है. साथ ही साथ उनके जो स्टार्स हैं वो अपने फ्यूल्स को कंज्यूम कर रहे हैं अपने अंदर. आवर सन जो हाइड्रोजन को एक फ्यूल के फॉर्म में यूज करता है, और उसके हाइड्रोजन्स जो होते हैं वो हाइड्रोजन आपस में मिलकर के हीलियम का फॉर्मेशन करते हैं और साथ में अ लार्ज अमाउंट ऑफ एनर्जी को जनरेट करता है वो. और यहाँ पे मास एक्चुअली एनर्जी में कन्वर्ट होता है, जो आइंस्टाइन ने कहा था. आपने एक फेमस साइंटिस्ट आइंस्टीन का आपने नाम सुना होगा. आइंस्टीन ने एक अपना फेमस इक्वेशन दिया था, E इज इक्वल टू mc², वेयर E इज form of energy, m is mass, and c is velocity of light, that is 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. That is the maximum speed in our universe. So mass can be converted into energy, and energy can also be converted into mass. So in our sun basically mass converted into energy. So here hydrogen is used as fuel and our sun just glow and provide energy. But it is also not for a longer time कि always होता रहेगा, ऐसा नहीं होगा. So after a crore years 450 crore years after, because the estimated age of our sun is approx 800 to 900 crore year. Out of these 900 crore, already 450 crore years are passed away. So our sun just completed their half age. So only half time is available for our sun, that is 450 crore year. So after 450 crore years, all hydrogen present in our sun combust or converted into helium and also energy. So their mass converted into energy, and वो sun जो होगा वो धीरे धीरे हमारा खत्म हो जाएगा. So it's a process कि हमारा जो भी चेंजिंग है, सो नथिंग, मैंने वही चीज़ कहा, नथिंग इज परमानेंट इन आवर यूनिवर्स. सो इन हमारे यूनिवर्स में कोई भी चीज़ परमानेंट नहीं है. ऑल थिंग्स जस्ट अटेन अ न्यू फॉर्म, न्यू स्टेट, न्यू स्ट्रक्चर आफ्टर अ इंटरवल ऑफ टाइम. सो हियर टाइम इज बेसिकली मोर इम्पॉर्टेंट बिकॉज बोथ आर इंटरकनेक्टेड, टाइम एंड चेंजिंग. इफ time is not here, then we can't identify change, and if changes are not happen, then we can't fill time. So both are interconnected, time and reversible changes are those changes in which product can be converted into again reactant by only reversing the condition. So if we just reverse the condition of the change, then their product again converted into reactant. Like suppose A is, by applying some condition, A converted into B here. So this one is one reversible change if again B converted into A by only reversing the condition. So for example, if we take a piece of ice, so that ice, if we heated it, then it converted into liquid water, and if we heated again this water, then it converted into water vapor. Now if we just reverse this condition, so here how we get A to B, so the condition is here heating, so reversing the condition, it means what? That is cooling. So if we just cool this vapor, then it condenses in liquid water again, and if we just cool down the water, then it again converted into ice. So this one is one type of reversible change, because we can reverse this reaction or reverse this change by reversing the condition only. Now if we just fill up air in a balloon, then it attain one shape. Now if we just empty that balloon, then again their shape will decreases. So how it reversed here, a big balloon again converted into small? So by emptying their air, आपने उसके एयर को सिर्फ खाली कर दिया है. तो आप जब उसके एयर को फिल करते हो तो वो बड़ा हो जाता है, और जब आप उसके एयर को बाहर करते हो, इट मीन्स की कंडीशन को हमने रिवर्स कर दिया. तो वैसे केस में वो फिर से A to B एंड अगेन B to A में कन्वर्ट हो रहा है. देन सच टाइप ऑफ चेंजेस are known as reversible change. Now another one is irreversible change. So irreversible, it means what? Which cannot be reversed by reversing the condition. A change which cannot be reversed by reversing the condition, then such changes are known as irreversible change. For example, if we just burn a piece of paper, then we cannot reverse this change by reversing the condition. So such changes must be a type of irreversible change. Similarly, cooking of food is also a type of irreversible change, because we cannot reverse it. Similarly, our motion of our planet, so we cannot reverse the motion of the planet. So this one also one type of irreversible change. So irreversible, it means which cannot be reversed by reversing the condition. So all changes which cannot be reversed are known as irreversible change, and those changes which can be reversed by reversing the condition are known as reversible change. Now the next one is slow change and fast change. So actually slow change and fast change, these two depends upon amount of product in per unit time. If amount of product in per unit time is more and more, then such changes are termed as fast change. And if in a unit time amount of product is very less or very small, then such changes are known as slow change. For example, burning of a paper must be a kind of fast change and burning of paper is a slow change, whereas burning of matchstick it must be a type of fast change. So actually fast change and slow change, it's one comparison value. So आप हमेशा दो को कंपेयर करते हैं, आप हमेशा टू को आप कंपेयर करोगे, एंड आउट ऑफ दीज टू वन इज स्लो एंड वन इज फास्ट. सो उन दोनों में से जो भी दो को आप कंपेयर कर रहे हो, सो जिसमें भी अगर यूनिट टाइम पे अगर वो ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा प्रोडक्ट का अगर फॉर्मेशन कर रहा है, सो दैट्स वन इज fast change. And if in unit time it produce a small amount of product, then such changes are termed as slow change. This slow change or fast change may be either reversible or irreversible. Several slow change are वैसे changes हो सकते हैं, बहुत सारे slow change हमारे जो कि either reversible होंगे और reversible हो सकते हैं. वैसे ही हमारा जो fast change है वो भी हमारा reversible भी हो सकता है as well as irreversible भी हो सकता है.